right. Well, that was interesting. Come back here. Hmm. The that was unexpected. Cool. Mute. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's working. Cool. I wasn't. What I was playing did say it was copyright free, but all of a sudden I got the notification saying, hey, that's not good, and then went to go to that playlist that I was playing, and it disappeared. So I just. This is a playlist I know for a fact that is copyright free. I've used it before. Cool. It's working. I just need to get a headset to test it with. Hear this. Yeah, I don't know if I was so much the one that got the strike, or the playlist I was playing got the strike. Because the playlist I was playing is gone. Alright. So let's go back to this. It is, I'll pull it up directly from, no, I don't want to open up Fat Explorer. Pull it up from Risey's. What does he say here? He says any 3.5 millimeter headset that follows the CTIA standard for TRRS. And I think that is, I think the tip is mic. I don't know. Let me see here. And also, copy. There's the link to the GitHub. And then let's see what it says here. Oh, okay. No, I was wrong. Tip is left. First ring is right, but those actually operate as mono. Second ring is ground, and the last is shield. What I would consider shield is actually mic. Come on. eBay banned me a while ago. We all love eBay, don't we, Booter? I also need to go in here and do this real quick. I'll fix the music thing later. Oh, where'd my chat go? Damn it. Yeah, they do. They do not like eBay. Come on. Considering this is not the right LED or LED spec, it does like to put up a fight. Go. That's where I want it. Let's get that extra out of there. Have it over far enough? No, I do not. It needs to. Get if that center pin's connected to anything or not, but at this point in time, since I don't know, I'd rather not use it if I don't have to. Yes, that's driving me nuts because this is slightly crooked, but at the same time, I'm not gonna screw around with it too much. Yeah, no kidding. Exactly, Red. So the LED can stay slightly crooked. Because I can tell you this, the only time I can tell it's crooked is under the scope here. Looking straight at it, Doesn't really matter. And where did I put those connectors? That's the button. That's the LED. Connectors. Trying to find these connectors were a little bit of a challenge. Mostly because I didn't want to go to buy them off DigiKey. Not for the price that they had. I would have loved to buy them off DigiKey, but I just thought the price for what they are were too much. So I had to reach out to somebody I know in the China area, and they made a alley listing that has the connectors. So other than the STM32, all the parts came from AliExpress. And the STM32 is not something I would want to buy from AliExpress. You know, a couple capacitors, solid state capacitors like these, or resistors, that's one thing. All right. No, I'm not aware of a case. Okay, that's flux. It's like, what the hell was that? I think it's only a matter of time before somebody makes one. And somebody's messaging me on Discord. And mute. But yeah, it's only a matter of time before somebody makes a 3D printable case for these. Okay, not going to program that. We're going to go ahead and go to the next one. Let's see here. I'll just solder down one of these pads for now. Stepper motors are fun to deal with. Having built a Core XY and helped, you know, other people near me fix their 3D printers, and it's always kind of fun. There we go. That one turned out great. Tip. Try not to use too much flux on this. It's hard to get it out of that button. Let's take So my problem is oh, my problem was or is I'll see services like PCBWay or JLC be like, oh yeah, we'll build your pre-populate stuff for you, and like, okay. And then a capacitor where I buy 100 for say 5 cents, all of a sudden costs 5 cents each. And it's like, no, I'll do it myself. If it's a PCB that's a pain in the ass to solder, maybe. But these or open xeniums, for example, are not that bad. Damn, I can't get rid of this cough. Polarity, right? Surprised I've been getting the polarity right on these LEDs. I mean, I know where it's at now, but I got to pretend that. But the first one I did, I had a 50-50 shot and I got it right. So I've just been matching it ever since. Come on. And individually, I just don't want to pay for their markup, but at the same time, I understand, if I was making, hundreds of these things, or whatever, hundreds of whatever PCBs, yeah, definitely be cost effective, because the amount of time you'd save. Open xeniums and hawk communicators, and I don't see a whole lot of them being sold. To the point where it would justify it. I could be wrong. Happy with how that LED lined up. Spend more time doing something, the better you get at it. Resistor doesn't look like it's really connected. It is now. Alright, last one. This is the easy part. Alright. Tack that one down. Grab an LED. Go. So was there any major breaking news in the Xbox event today? Oh, come on. There we go. It's hard to get it to get those front pins into that hole there. Come on. That side just wants to fight me. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's good. Oh, that camera died again, didn't it? What is your deal, man? And that one just sucked the solder down. There. And the camera decides to come back. Alright. I think do that instead. See if that stops the camera from overheating. Yeah, I got enough PCBs to make a few. Should have enough parts to make all of those PCBs except for the STM32s. So those two are programmed. These four are not. Turn that off, turn that off. Let's see here. Was it this one? Yeah. Pop that up. Press the button. Plug it in. Nothing happens. Pop up galore. Refresh. Button, plug it in, refresh. It's way too big on the screen. That works better. All right, do I have something wrong on this one? Because it is not connecting. Button down. Plug it in. See, that button feels weird. There we go. That felt better. So this one is not detecting. So this one has a problem. Hold the button down, plug it in, go of the button. That one's connected and program. Oh, I didn't connect. Connect. Start program. Yeah, probably red. Plug it in. Button. Go. Refresh. Connect. Program. I'll have to hold the button while I plug it into the connector. I just gotta, as I plug it into the computer. Connect. Program. All right. 4 out of 5 programmed. So let me minimize that. Okay. Did I close it or minimize? Oh, cool. If I minimize it, it minimizes on screen. So yeah, this was for connecting Xbox memory cards to your computer, which was part of this action replay for the original Xbox. You'll get the memory card and disc. It's just a whole bunch of game saves. Wish the cable was a little bit longer, but yeah. 20 years later, you really can't complain. All right, let's take a look at this guy. I don't see any shorts. The only thing I might see is this voltage regulator not making contact. We'll go over the pins just to be sure. I did just flow these on with hot air. That might not have enough in that one.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I
Turn the fume extraction on so I don't choke myself to death.
to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never
Well, now it's got a bridge, that's for sure.
do. There's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
side wasn't connected. Stay down. Thank you.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Is that one of yours pictures there, Red? Or is that one of I don't know which one that's from. There. See if this one connects now.
Exaggerated, that's what you
Pull OBS back up.
now I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step.
I unplugged my doohickey to show. Ah, here it is.
Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely.
Hey, look at that. It's connecting now. Start programming.
I'm finally facing
Done.
it all, fearless.
All right, we'll run those through the ultrasonic and put a couple up on the store. Now, I still need to get a headset first to test them before I list them. I want to make sure they're actually working. Figure that might be important. But man, those things take a while to build. Oh, let's see. Ah, I see red. All right. Those down. But let's make one of these together real quick. Yeah, Red. I want to test them first to make sure they're A-OK before I send any. And check this thing out, Red. Can you tell this one was from a smoker? It's where the IDE cable was. It doesn't come off. Yeah. Nicotine. Ugh. So glad I don't smoke anymore. I'm going to save those components for later. Those are going to be easy to install. So we got blue LED, transistor, let's see. Oh, I bet it can. I need to pull up Elemental's GitHub again. Do I still have it? Yes, I do. Of course, he doesn't show me that angle. Okay, I see. I see. Let's go to the scope. This will be for Shawnee Boy's board. Doop. Oh, man. Yeah, let's pull this up. That. New tab, BOM. Resistor network, we're going to need one of these. If I can open it. Tear it apart. Okay, that's the one. Ah. Don't minimize. There. Go there. Ugh. Oh, this kind of sucks. I don't know which direction these LEDs need to go in. It doesn't mark on the board. How would I figure it? How would I go about finding that out? But it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. Well, I need one of these. Do what we can. R5 is 20. So that'll go there. Now, my 10K. Did I lose that already? 10K. There's the 10K resistor network. 220. Yeah, just find out which one's ground. I know, but I don't know. I would need to know the pinout. Because I don't know if it's common ground or what it is. The other thing is I checked everything yesterday and I'm missing a 10K ohm 605. But we'll get to that in a bit. We'll do what we can. Worst comes to worst, I'll just take apart one of my X3 CPs. That'll tell me. What do you mean no, Sean? Need to know what it is. Also need to know if it's what kind of LED goes there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right. Oh. I would assume this resistor array has something to do with them. Because it's got a shared common. And this threw me off for a bit. This connector does not lay flat, but at a 90. Ah. I don't recommend touching the soldering iron while it's still hot. Hurts like hell. Thought it was weird that it connects this way, but I'll compare that to an actual X3 board. Did I put that in an angle too? I did. Son of a bitch. Right. Now, do know that I know nothing. Wait a minute. D7, D10. Ah, I don't have that LED shit. It's a bicolor. It's supposed to be red and green. I don't know if that's right. I thought it was red and blue. Very certain that was red and blue. So I'm missing my red and blue. And I'm 10 kilo. No big deal. Board. That's the USB board. Power supply. All right, so let's make sure. They're oriented the same way. Not doing some weird flip flop. Hold still, camera. I'm not even screwing with you. That would make sense because these are connecting. That pin. Okay, so that's our common. Not per. Trying to figure out passing on this. White makes it pretty difficult. No commonality between them.
Like you, be strong,
So I don't know how these switches work. Are they straight across? No. Oh, I see how they work. So, depending on how the switch is pressed, this pin either connects to here or here. Down, across, here. No. Connects to our 10K friend. That's connecting to our 10K friend. That pin. What side is this connecting? So, I would what? Float onto essentially a giant bridge. So knowing that, this next to what? To that pin. LED 1, 2, 3, 4. It's this pin and that pin. And those two connect to each other. World of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice. Neither of those are ground. Cross. Oh, that's just a mount anyway, so it's not really a grounding. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. So that ends the positive, flows that way, but it can't go back. Okay, so that's ground. That connects to this. This is my volt. Okay. Cool. So negative, negative. These are both blues, I believe. Let's see how we can get these soldered on. And it's going to be fun to put these on down here once I get those in, because I'm not going to have any idea which side's blue and which side's red or green or whatever. Red, green. It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. 6:30 already. Wow. 2, 3, 4. All right. Come back. So, a little bit of flux on that. See.
Just tripping on day dreams, got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
You know, it would make more sense to flip it this way since it's where I'm going to be soldering. That's backwards. Everybody left me. I think this is boring. I blame Sean. That's backwards. Fuck. Do not know why. I don't know if it's the mask or what, but it smells like fish. Like a leaky capacitor or something. Here.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are
literally am making it new. Building it from scratch. Thankfully, somebody recreated the PCBs. Alright, so let's put 4 of these switches on. Switches click in to the board with a nice satisfying snap. Those all activate nicely. I swore I had the 10K resistors. These I'm not surprised I don't have. I thought I did, but I don't. It'd be nice if I could just use a 605 red and green. Probably could if I did a V formation. Well, no, probably not, because that's meant for a 605. I'd have to use something much smaller. Yeah.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid.
Let's see here. Crap. Since you're there, Sean, do you remember on the LEDs? I always forget which leg is positive and which one's negative. No, one's long, one's short. For some reason I can never remember which one's which. I don't feel like looking it up. Place my order tonight for some more IDE cables. So, go here.
just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up. Tonight, we're gonna light it up, babe. Tonight, we're gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna light it up.
There we go. Look at the screen. It's in there like a dream. All right, I gotta look that up. I will be keeping that, by the way. 2. All right, that's the negative. Short end's negative. Then if I go back to this, which one's which? All right. This is kind of the fun part because I don't know which point I need to bend this over. Maybe Jason would know that, but okay, so that's too long. Let's try that distance. No, I almost wonder if it has to be clear up against the board. You dared me, monkey. I don't know if you knew if I was going to do it or not. All right, I think that's sitting in there. I can't even tell. I think so. So it needs to be flush against the PCB. Ooter, you got some moves, man. Do. Alright, where's the... There it is. Damn cat here. Getting there, Sean. I get the 2 LEDs and the 10K to go over here. This board will be ready. The only thing I don't like seems to be... see it on here. Seems to be a bend. Oh, I see what's going on. Need to trim these. There we go. That fits a lot better. Cool. I don't even remember how many. Let's grab the bag of Shakir. Let's pull some stuff out. Let's see. Got those. I got that. I need to order the replacement connector here. That's going to be... that's not going to be too hard to replace. Still need to order it, though. There's the cable. Here's the other thing, Sean. Well, let's see. Where'd that board go? Just made the damn thing and I lost it already. Here it is. Yeah, so that does not fit. Damn. We got the board, but we're going to have to source a cable. I'll have to see what we can come up with that. But what I'm looking for... So there's our bank switch. There's our screws. Do we have... all of our buttons? Maybe. Yeah. It's going to be perfect, Sean. Hell yeah, Sean. This is the kind of stuff I thrive on. This is the very definition of a good time for me. Especially for a piece like this. This is, you know, restore it back to what it was, what it should be. Team Executor stuff was always my favorite back in the day. I don't know if I'd go that far, Sean. Somebody needs to take the hot glue gun away from him. All right. Ouch. Now, need to get the hot glue out of these buttons. IPA usually helps release, but things are so damn fiddly.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you
Go into the middle there.
in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
There we go.
If you are coming up inside these passions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Yeah, if I find out who did this, I'm definitely going to make sure they can never use a hot glue gun again. I wouldn't have had an issue if you could have been like, buy new X3CP panels, but you know, if it was something still on the market, yeah, go right ahead. Maybe when they did this, it was still on the market. I don't know. When you bought it, Sean, or when they did this? Thir- 2013 when you got it like this, huh? Oh, man, we'll clean this one. This one is bad. This one they use like an actual contact adhesive or something around the edges. I don't know. That's the part I was worried about. Getting the glue out of those. Little IPA and hot glue just lets go. All right, and then just for appeal, put one of these, the other switch in. There, Sean. Buttons actually work. I don't know if the click actually comes across, but it clicks. But it will operate the way it's supposed to. Just notice this is the generation, because there's two generations of these buttons. There's one, which is yours, where you technically could take the buttons and they just pop off. There was another, I think I have one up there still, where they actually put a little ring around the button on the backside that prevented it from doing that. As long as you don't pull on them, they're not going to come off. They're firmly attached. Okay, and then looking at this, the BOM specified the connector coming up like that. Looking at this, that doesn't seem right, but I wonder if that's more due to a clearance problem that prevents it from going straight back. I bet you it is, because otherwise you'd run into the metal shield. Alright, well. Okay.
Like a Hellcat.
Where am I going next with this? I need to put stuff away before I lose it. I need to make sure I get the LED and the 10K and the FPIC connector. And then we got to figure out the stinking cable. Is this one? Yeah, I don't know the wiring. That part I am not sure about. Poor LCD's got all kinds of crap on it too.
Nothing like your help.
Goes in there. We'll give Sean a friend. This is the transistor for these.
Like your help.
Definitely not going to need that many. Goes in there. Should see if I can get more of these button caps printed. There's a STL file somewhere that contains them. You got a resin printer, you can easily print these caps, and you can print them in like a specific color if you wanted to. I do not have a resin printer though. So this, and this, and these, and these, with this, but I got enough PCBs to do a few of those. Hope to offer these on the store. Just takes time to make everything. Put the screws in the bag so they don't get lost. All right.
Didn't even get to bronze.
What's up, Mark? If anything, this is a fun fidget. What am I doing next? Mark, you just got here, but I think I'm actually going to wrap it up. Actually, hang on a second. I'll be right back.
I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get to glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't shining like it's neon, rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shoot, yeah, shoot, yeah, shooting, yeah, shooting shots.
Didn't even get to bronze.
I don't think I'm going anywhere yet, Peter.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glance.
Not going anywhere yet. I thought I was going to be done, then I realized I'm running short on open xeniums. So I need to work on a few. Oh, shouldn't have just spilled them everywhere. Just a few. Where is my friend? Where's my xenium friend? I don't have a home for it yet, so it keeps wandering about. Here we go. Also, Booter, if you ever want to let the magic smoke out while making xeniums, bridge these two pins. They'll literally burn holes in the PCB. Found that out the hard way. Because, what is it? I think that's the 3.3, and then it's the 3.3 volt unfused, unchecked, and then whatever you bridge it against, which I think is the blue, it just goes. One down. I think it's 1 out of 75. And guys, if you need an open xenium, I do have a sale running on my site. Goes to the end of the month. Camera's not level, that's why. Come on. Sorry, I can't stand it when one side of the camera's in focus and the other isn't. I already drank that. I was coughing and hacking earlier. go. Now all these xeniums are already programmed. I just need to I'll program the CPLD and the flash before putting this connector on. This connector kind of tells me in my process that I have already kind of done that stage and they're just ready for final testing. Put these on, wash them ultrasonically. It's just a final connector I haven't put on them yet, Mark. Kind of sucks trying to fix any solder joints on the CPLD on this edge and this connectors right here. It's not impossible by any means. It's just a hell of a lot easier when you don't have to deal with it.
Just to know
Right there.
you knew restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with a nasty bite. In the dead of the
Darkness take control. I think it's talking about you, Jason.
Suck me in, smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless. We start locking eyes. Lost control.
Can anybody ask or answer this question? I have several TSOP 48 chips that need programmed. Specifically, onboard BIOS chips for the Xbox. What good programmer would do the job? Thinking about getting one, either like a flash cat, see if a flash cat to do it, or get one of the what is it, I keep wanting to call it a TI-84, but I think that's the calculator. I don't think you're the only one in here, Mark. No, Open Xenium JST connectors are not the most riveting thing to watch, but you gotta get them done. I know nothing about the flash cat. How would I go about flashing the TSOP 48 chips with that? Yes, I know it has its own software. I guess kind of what adapter would it be? And how would I find that out, Sean, if it's compatible? I don't really want to spend money on it if it's not going to be compatible.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now.
Their website.
While you always yelling time out. And if quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous. You would think that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that. Yeah, I'm all
Pardon me. I'll have to check that out. That's one thing. I got like 6 boards here that the onboard TSOP is shot. I could use the M7 and BIOS and everything like that to go through and reflash it. Heck, but it's almost just as easier. It's just as easy, if not easier, just to desolder the stinking thing. And then flash it and then resolder it. Also thought about experimenting with putting a TSOP 48 socket on an Xbox. Well, I just assume he is. Just assume he is, Booter. You assume everything he says is a lie, then it's easy to discern the truth. That's why I'm not going to click on that link he posted. That is a good point, Sean. I wouldn't mind having a third X3 CP. Still don't know why you sent it to me, Sean. I know you could have done all this yourself. And I'm glad you did. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you did, but it's like if Booter sent an Xbox for me to CPU upgrade. I can't think of a reason for him to do it. Plus. If it's legit, I'm not going to click on it then. If it was that first thing, then yeah. Totally would have. Well, no, because it was probably his furry collection. Yours would work too, Booter. Just no gummy worm IPA in Xboxes. I think that's where you kind of shot yourself. There we go. Tell you what, Booter, I got a process now. Both a seller that I can trust for these CPLDs and a process on how to clean them. That when I go to solder these things take solder so damn easily. The T-SOP chip's actually the more difficult one to solder. Yeah, don't bridge there. Yeah, this thing becomes so damn easy to solder that this fights me. In comparison.
People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so sad. We must meet and make a start.
Booter's in chat. Ace live? I didn't get the notification that he was live. It is time for him to be. Huh. I did get the notification. Didn't see it.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the
Yeah, I know Booter or Ace likes to have
let's go.
somebody else on.
We were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah,
Why, but my station for the iron keeps moving further and further away from me.
Savannah, let's all take a ride.
Way too much.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah.
Okay. Who's hacking and coughing more? Ace or myself?
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized.
Probably myself.
Sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move.
Oh, Ace is over his little coughing. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Feels like something's dripping off the back of my damn tonsils. Now that LED doesn't work.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Need to finish testing and get my consoles listed on my site. I got a crystal. Upgraded crystal that can go. Damn. Been like 4 regular classics. Classic black. Got 2 crystals from Chris in that need upgraded. We have a transparent green that needs upgraded as well. It's not a halo transparent, just a plain green. Guys, I think I'm going to be doing this until the end of time. I don't think anybody here wants to sit through this. So I may end the stream. So I can finish working on these. I may hop over to Ace's stream. And I'm sure the family's getting hungry. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, bush. It depends on where you get your parts. If you bought everything off of DigiKey or something, DigiKey Mouser or something like that, you know, the CPLD alone is almost $10. Oh, it may even be over $10 right now. But, and then, you know, the flash chip could be another $5, $8, depending on which one. These are not the expansion chips. These are the MX, and I'm pretty sure these are grind and repolished or something like that, or reprinted. Get the stuff off of Alley, and they are cheaper, but you do run into bad CPLDs, bad flash chips. There's the one place Booter and I were getting CPLDs from, the pins were so corroded that it was extremely difficult to get them soldered right, to get the solder to even adhere to it. And it was like you know, solder would just bead right off. These, you can see, these are taking solder quite well. Started buying from a different seller and then did a couple of read up on some industrial processing on how to make sure the chips were clean before they were implemented in mass manufacturing. Just dropping that on without actually having the flux ready. Flux is very much needed. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how many you want. Like if you want, you know, a crazy amount, like 100 of them, making them yourself, you know, buying the parts from Ali or DigiKey, Mauser, or whatever, you know, whatever your preferred is, that's up to you. You know, that's definitely very cost conscious. But if you're only needing like 2 or 3 of them, then no, I wouldn't go that route. You know, for me, it'd be... That's crusty. Needs a wash. For me, shipping alone for just the PCBs, for let's say 5 of them, would already be, you know, $30. You know, if you're getting other boards in and stuff like that, that's not too bad. Yeah, if you're just wanting a few. Just getting them pre-made is fine. I'd say if you're wanting less than, I say, a dozen, just buy them pre-made. Unless you just want the experience of making them, which I can totally get. Tell you what, this is a hell of a lot easier than those Hawks. Yeah. I got a sale of them going on my site, Push. Figure out a decent shipping to your country. I know that's really going to be the cost prohibitive part. You got a crystal edition from 2004? I just got 2 crystals from Chris F. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, and 2 crystal controllers to go with them. Yeah, I get that. need to start working on a PCB for, pardon me, to go with the Open Xenium. I want to break out the SDA, SDL lines and the voltage lines and ground lines for, because that'll make it real easy to do LCD and HDMI upgrades. Know how I want the board to work, but how it should look. Just sitting down to KiCad and hammering it out has been the problem for me. Again, flux first. I'm also trying to work with somebody. I'm waiting for the final go-ahead from them. Somebody down in Australia is wanting to buy bulk IDE cables off me. So those will be available, hopefully soon.
Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips
Oh yeah?
in a way, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why
What do you say, Push?
love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I baby, why do I baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
That's not too bad. I don't know. I don't know what your guys's, what is it? Is it VAT tax, or is that what your customs tax is called? Sorry, I just don't know. Import tax, okay. Now for you guys, is that is it a percentage based on what it is and where it's coming from, like ours is? Yeah, I got a buddy that lives in Denmark. Not Denmark. God, he'd kill me if I told him, if he heard me say that. Norway. Yeah, he's Norway. Up in Norway. He was telling me that everything, all the prices includes tax. There's no gotchas, you know. The number you see is the final number. He and I had a pretty lengthy conversation one day over drinks about that. I'll tell you how exciting our events are. Drinking and talking about taxes. Under 50 is the limit, huh? Yeah, Johnny. Working with getting IDE cables and other things in from China. I think it's like where it comes from, what it is, and the declared value are all factors. Like I know from Taiwan, it's more expensive than if it were to come from Hong Kong. I don't know why, but it is. When I got those crystals off of Chris, you know, we found out it was $800 was the kind of, not the limit, but the threshold of when I would have had to pay like an import tax. By no means am I an expert at it, but that's just kind of what we gathered. Like I know Booter would have had to pay a hefty amount for when he got those CPUs in from Doom. When I got my IDE cables in, I was surprised because I got the damn bill like 3 months after the fact, and they're like, "Hey, you're past due." It's like, I didn't even know I had this. That was my fault for not following up. The thing that pissed me off about that was, I forget the exact number of what I had to pay, but let's just call it $400. The amount I ended up having to pay to UPS, because they were the ones that shipped it, for their processing fee was like over $300. Like, what the hell? That was just fucking ridiculous. That pissed me off. I understand import duties and everything like that, but $300 some in processing. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know, but I don't see how. Yeah, for us, everything has like this code. I don't know if it's like a universal code for all the countries or what, but took me forever to find the right one for when I ship like parts and stuff, because there's a whole category just for game console parts. And it's a different percentage than what actual game consoles are, and if they're gambling, if those game consoles allow gambling, then that's a different type of thing. And then you ask yourself, how the hell do you determine if it allows gambling? Because, oh, you gamble about any damn thing. Some things have, like 13%, and I've seen other things have 25%. I think 25 was the most I've ever seen. Yeah. My IDE cables, for example, those were 25%. And when you're spending a couple of grand on IDE cables, that hurts a lot. Oh, stop shaking. Need to get some SRA True Clean running the ultrasonic. Too much. Oh wow, I was able to get all of it out. What's up, ET? Place. Talking about imports and everything like that reminds me I need to place my Ali order. AliExpress. AliExpress is great if you can take a risk on what you're getting and you can wait 2 to 3 weeks to get it. But some things like that STM32 that's used in the Hawk, just get it from DigiKey or Mauser. It's actually cheaper there. Kind of blows my mind, to be honest.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a
I'm making a decent dent in this pile.
'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept
For anybody still listening,
you chase away.
what do you guys think? What do you guys think the future of the Open Xeniums will be once the mod show kind of supports Prometheus?
For us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for
I don't think there would be anything wrong with the medium chips for sure. They'll be a good chip, but they'll definitely be less sought after.
I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me.
Probably. I had comments on that stream that I did. Everything from "you should delete this" to a couple that YouTube held back, and they're like, "this needs to be manually reviewed." You know, some of them were telling me to unalive myself, and I was like, holy crap, guys. Chill the hell out. You don't even have a stake in any of that. Not anymore, no. I was surprised that I even got any to begin with. I was like, what the frick, man? Nothing here is worth that.
You were the one for me. That's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
And it's just funny because there was one string that wasn't auto, that wasn't held back automatically. And it was just somebody saying, you know, hey, you probably shouldn't do this. This brings unwanted attention. And it was probably the most civil of all the ones. You know, and it went through and other people were arguing back and forth, and I checked on it the other day just to see where it went, and it's gone. So I don't know if the person who originally posted it deleted it and deleted the chain or what. Oh, that was something else. That was entertaining, I'll put it that way.
For quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you.
Oh, it does, Johnny, it does.
Been finding ways to get away, to see you.
It always has, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Somebody that doesn't have a say in any of the matter, because I don't have a say in the matter even. You know, they just get so worked up. It's like you attacked them personally because, you know, you use this mod instead of that mod, or this dashboard, or because you like that game. And it's like, who flippin' cares? Yeah, Booter. I had some pretty nasty comments left on my YouTube stream for that. Most of them were held for review. The most civil of them got through. But then the replies and comments on that were getting pretty heated, and I was having a laugh at it. And then all of a sudden I noticed all of them were deleted. The only thing that's left is Michael saying wrong PlayStation, which I think is the most hilarious thing ever. I mean, here's the thing. There's some people that hate Dustin. Dude doesn't bother me. You know, he's got a history. Well, congratulations, you know. We all have history because we're alive. Some are more colored than others. You know, if he did something unspeakable and the justice system did its thing, then it's done its thing, you know. People can redeem themselves. That's fine. You know, if he's got repeated offenses, then that's a different story. But it's not. And I will say, you know, the guy's kind of kicked fire underneath the Xbox community. Like it or not, it's the truth. You know, my thing is, you know, his attitude leaves a little bit to be desired, but I get it. I understand his stance. You know, guy's got to protect his business. He could be a little bit more cooperative with the community, but he doesn't have to be. That's his prerogative to do what he wants. You know, it's just the way it is. We don't have to like it. As long as he's happy, who cares? My stance, though, is he dropped the product that he said he was eventually going to open source and never open sourced it. Some people argue that, you know, it's still being sold, still a thing. It's like, yeah. I mean, I would disagree with that. The latest HDMI mod is it's not the same thing. You went from a standalone kit to something that requires an additional chip. Despite of the reasons that prior product is done. When I bought the original Xbox HDMI on Kickstarter, one of the reasons why I chipped in was because I saw it was going to be open sourced. Once he, you know, said he was going to be ready for it to be. Once he was done selling them, I guess, if I remember correctly, I guess. My opinion is, and it's not like my opinion matters in any of this, but it is still just my opinion that, you know, he is done with that product. He's moved on to a new one. Yeah, pretty much push. Pixel FX, you know, Retro Gem, any of those, I can get it. I get it. Those would be kind of nice. However, I think Dustin's solution still would be cheaper. Because I've seen some of their products for the other stuff. I forget who has it, but, you know, an HDMI mod for the Nintendo 64 was well over $100. You know, I don't know how much that's really gonna help.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper
True, but I don't know if I would want internal upscaling. You know, as time goes on, upscaling technology will get better and better. By using external upscaling, you know, in theory, you're kind of future-proofing yourself because you just get what's available at the time, and it would only get cheaper as time goes on, too. Yeah, that LED's not going to work. Yeah, so as you guys said, you know, it's not perfect, and no solution's ever going to be. Face it, HDMI is always going to be a, you know, square peg through a round hole type of thing. The Wii 2 HDMI mods, Sean. Oh, shit, cramp in the leg. I've been sitting for too damn long. Oh, that hurt like hell. Breathe through it. Those are fine, Sean. In reality, I mean, they're not great by any means, but they're not terrible either. Hell, I got like 4 of them around here. Hell, matter of fact, here's one of the Wii to HDMI's in a 3D printed enclosure. You know, it works. It's just noisy. The ADV, the analog to digital converter is not the best, but it works. Cabling's not shielded, but it works. PCB could use some additional decoupling, but it works. You know, switching to like 720, you would see very faint diagonal lines in the corner of the screens. May end up actually buying a uber cheap HDMI conversion thing, kind of like the, what the hell is that thing? The Pound Link. Get a Chinese version of one of those and just use that to feed into my capture. I don't care if it looks like garbage. I just need to see if the thing's working. I hook it up to a TV anyways to ensure video quality. Yeah, N64 has a or did have. I don't think he has them anymore. I really should ask, see if he'd be willing to release the files on doing it yourself. But it was a kind of like a Wii to HDMI board itself. It installs the exact same way that, not the exact same way. It physically installs the same way as Make Megahertz's HDMI does. It's just an analog to digital conversion. I thought the video quality on it was pretty nice, because it looked like he went through and took care to make sure the analog impedances were matching correctly. The QSB he was using I thought was a pretty cool design. One I think both NEM and Make Megahertz could take notes off of. Because the QSB you removed the AV port, and then this QSB would solder in where the AV port went, and from there you would pull off your video signals. Now obviously you can't do that for the Pixel bus, but for your voltage and your setting your jumpers and your video PIDs, your SPDIF and all that stuff, instead of having to run individual wires, you could easily have incorporated that into the Flex. Now, physically could have. I don't know. Could have been problems with signal noise or something like that. Actually have one of N64's HDMI boards. It's not working. I lifted a trace on it because I was an idiot. Didn't have a scope. Now that I got a scope, probably easily can fix it. I think I've said I would do that for months now, and I just never have. That's the other thing I need to add to my alley order. Is it 0.76, the solder balls? need to add that to my alley order. 10K, 608s. Red, green, 608 lensed LED. Right angle. 608 solder ball. There are 7 6 solder balls. I need to figure out what size solder balls the North Bridge and South Bridge use. I think it was Booter that was telling me, you know, just lift, see what it is. I mean, okay. Do you just measure the pad? I mean, somebody just starting off. I have to say, it may have been simple advice, but it was confusing. Too much. Oh, so it's kind of like a if it works type of thing. Is that how it is? If so, that makes more sense.
Everything changes.
Alright, so other than 0.76, what other sizes should I get? What's some good common sizes there? You guys have any suggestions?
Life.
Point 0.6, okay.
Life.
0.5s for APUs. Don't know if I'll be doing any of that, but not like they're expensive, so yeah, I can get those. Never know. I'm at the stage where I just need to run the electrical from my downstairs to upstairs. I just do not feel like drilling holes in my walls and floors.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say
Almost need to see if I can
if I hate you, then
find a duct or something not an air duct, but a natural void already in the house that I can use as a cable chase. Because I also have compressed air out in my garage. I'd love to get that in here. So when I clean stuff up, I could just hit it with some compressed air and be done. Did a RAM upgrade on a 1.6 the other day, and stupid thing was fragging. Couldn't figure it out. You know, I thought it was like what Sean had the other day, where as soon as I put that fourth chip on, it'd frag. You know, try, double check the pins, clean everything up, make sure I had everything right, and it would frag again. Couldn't figure it out. It wasn't until I was like, you know what, I'm just going to set it off to the side. Came back to it a couple hours later, hit the power button just to, because I couldn't remember the color code on the LED. If it was green red or orange red or orange green, to tell me, kind of give me a clue on where to look. Stupid thing just fires right up. Took me a minute to kind of comprehend that. Man, that thing's ugly. The problem was the entire time was the IPA on the RAM block. It was causing a short. As soon as I let it evaporate off, it was fine. To confirm it, I wetted it down with IPA again, and sure enough, it would frag. Let it dry, and it was just fine. So that was a new one. I've seen Ace have that problem with underneath the south bridge. Would make sense to have a problem with the RAM as well, but I did open a new bottle of IPA. I guess it has a little bit of water in it or something. Also a different brand. Alright, well, back to the BGA station. What else should I get for this thing? What other cool tips and tricks do you guys got? I know Booter and Ace each have a camera for theirs, but I don't know, is that for using it just to make it easier for you guys, or is that just strictly for the YouTube? I don't have a automatic vacuum pen, but I have one that, you know, it's kind of battery operated. I don't know if it's any good or not. It's kind of buried with the stuff that I have, my other electrical stuff that I have, like my logic probes and other things. All right, so the pen that came with the Achi died instantly. Got it. Good thing I won't be using it. I think I also have like a little handheld, no, the other one's handheld too, but one that just uses suction pen. I mean, it's a vacuum pen, but you know, you as you press on the button, that's what creates the vacuum through a diaphragm. see what you posted there, John. Oh. It's like $11.50 for a camera? Hell yeah. I have cameras everywhere. Oh wait, that's just for a lens. Yeah, the camera, this camera that you see zoomed in is actually the exact same camera that Booter uses for his BGA station. Before I got a camera scope set up here, I was doing everything with like magnifying glasses and shit. I was under the impression at the time, like, you had to have the trinocular scopes and various lenses and all kinds of other expensive crap, and I was like, man, I'm not going to do that just for a hobby. I realized just pardon me, just the camera is good enough. The only thing I miss is the stereoscopic view. Sometimes it's difficult to know exactly where the solder is at vertically. I'm trying to get it onto the iron. Sherlock Holmes status. Sure I'm following there, Johnny. So let's see here. Free shipping, $99.50 for camera, lens, and a light. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yep, Sherlock Holmes soldering for sure. A couple of random 608 resistors. What are their values? That one's used for open xeniums. 68 ohm. It's for the LEDs. What's this one? Same. All right. These xeniums were giving me trouble.
Crack it.
These xeniums failed to flash. But I don't remember why. Jeez, it's 8:45. I'm gonna call it quits for real now, guys. Stomach's growling. Family's hungry. They haven't said they're hungry, but I'm sure they are. I can do this until I pass out from exhaustion, so. Which some people think is kind of weird, but
Cracky.
myself included. I think this one has a bad flash chip, if I remember right. Flow it one more time.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, the gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers.
Took a decent amount of solder off this iron. Alright. That goes in my retest pile, which has one chip. I need to go, guys. Stomach's growling. I'm sure the kids are hungry too. So, peace, everyone. Catch you later.